Alright, here we are. Vulcan 900 sidecar project. What I'm gonna do today is replace this broken Fender with this one. I bought this used off eBay and it's in pretty good condition. There's a few scuffs, scrapes here and there, but I still need to clean it up. So what happened is bay door got closed on the rear end of this bike, and it bent the frame, the stay that this Fender is mounted to, broke all this stuff. So that's why it's spread out like that. It's spread out because the little frame that it sits on is bent. See, this one got a frame. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then it came with everything. Came with the new brake light, this piece new, and then the bracket for the license plate. Now it looks to me like whoever owned this before did some kind of modification. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at it, but you can see that's bare wire. So who knows? Who knows what they were doing? But we'll figure that out when the time comes. But for right now, I am focused on just getting this rear fender off. So I'm gonna remove the seat, then I'm gonna remove both side bags, and each one has two bolts at the top, two nuts at the top, sorry, and then one bolt down there at the bottom, and then the bag will come off, and then we'll be able to take these bolts off and get this bracket out of here, get this seat, this backrest out of here, and then we'll have a better look at the fender. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna take everything off and I'll be right back. I got the seat removed. It's basically just the key. You put the key right here, turn it, and the seat will disengage from this latch, and the whole thing comes off. So we can see the rear fender. Now this one has these leather, I don't know what these are called. I'm assuming it was some kind of zipper for a bag or attachment or something, but this Fender doesn't have those. So I'm gonna have to remove these, and then I'm going to obviously have to transfer this latch system over to the new one right here. And looks like there's some other things that run through it. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna take the bags off now. Alright, just be aware when you take these top nuts off, there's going to be a washer on the front and then another one on the back, so don't lose those. Alright, when you get the back off, there's going to be 2 more nuts right here that's holding this frame piece on, this little frame piece. So we'll take those off. And then this should just pop right off like that. And then I'll put everything, all the nuts and bolts and everything inside the bag. All right, now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. All right, I got both bags off. And as you can see, I just threw all the fasteners and washers and the frame all in the bag just to keep it safe. So now we are going to take this backrest off, and looks like I'm gonna need to remove these bolts first on both sides. So let me do that. And these are 5mm Allens, by the way. Alright, I'm not gonna take that all the way out because it looks like this thing's gonna fall down, so I'm gonna put the camera down and be right back. Alright, with the backrest removed, now we're able to just slide these right off like that. And then it looks like we've got another fastener that we need to take off. Let's see what size that is. 14. Sorry, 12. I'm an American, guys. I'm an American. 12 millimeter. There's a bushing in there. Don't lose that. All right, I'm gonna take the rest of these out. All right, I got that piece off. I just stuck the 2 bolts back where they were, and now I'll take these off. These are 6mm Allen keys. I'm gonna take those off. All right, so I took those bolts out, and as you can see, the fender literally just dropped down, sitting on the tire now. So now I need to figure out, this cable's going in through here. Can't tell if there's a way to unplug it in here or not. It doesn't look like it. So maybe the plug is underneath the fender. Let me see what I can figure out. All right, I got a piece of foam on the bike. so I could flip the fender over and get a look underneath. So that wire's coming in through here, and it's traveling all the way up here, and then going into here somewhere. So I'm gonna clean all this up and figure out what's going on. Alright, so I cleaned this up a little bit, and the cable is coming up through here, and there's these little tabs that you can bend to get the cable out. So you'll have to bend these tabs, but it looks like, so the back end, this is all one unit. It's all basically, it's like 3 separate brackets all bolted together to make one bracket, and it holds the license plate, indicators, and then the light for the license plate. So I should be able to take these 3 bolts off, and then these 2 bolts are for the brake light. Once I get all those taken off, I should be able to unplug everything and then pull these wires out. And these are all 10mm bolts. So I took all the bolts out. The brake light pops off, however there's no plug here, and there's no way to twist this off. So the cable for the brake light is running back off into here, and it looks like all the plugs for the brake light and the indicators and the license plate are all behind this thing. And like I said, this is like 3 or 4 separate brackets all bolted together into one, so it looks like I might have to actually dismantle the whole thing piece by piece. So I'm gonna start with this, take these bolts out, and then start taking this apart so we can get to the terminal plugs back there. Alright, I got the indicators unplugged. And then this piece, there we go. I don't need to unplug this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so these just push through. Alright, so I have to remove these and these 2 here. Alright, so I'm using my pliers to kind of pry this off. There we go. Okay, those are off. See if we can get these through. Okay, there we go. That piece is off. Now we should be able to pull these through that way and get this fender off. Alright, so there's one more little clamp you need to bend. You need to bend that out like that. And then there's your brake line. And now we'll go right on through there. And there's the brake line. Alright, set that there for now. Now the rest of this, we're just gonna push it on through. Another tab. Another tab. Another tab. There we go. So now we should be able to pull all this through that hole and the fender will be free. All right, and there we go. Fender off. There it is. There's the piece we took off. It's kind of like a bunch of separate brackets bolted together. But that's it. Here's the wiring. So I'm gonna go through this wiring. I'm gonna clean it up really well. I'm gonna check for any deterioration or breaks in the wire or anything like that. And I noticed it is really dirty in here. So we're gonna get all that cleaned up. Still got the toolbox. But yeah, we'll get all this. I'll roll this out into the yard and wash it off really well. Get all this dirt out here. Clean up these wires. Clean this thing up. clean this up. And after everything's cleaned and prepped and ready to go, we will install this onto this. So I'll see you next time. Sam, what's up, buddy? You good boy? Say goodbye to YouTube. All right, y'all. Later.